An artificially low home appraisal can cost you thousands of dollars. Tom and Rita are buying a $300,000 house. They locked in their interest rate with their bank, but a few weeks later, their appraisal came in at only $290,000, $10,000 lower than the purchase price. No worries, they figured they could just explain the errors to the banker and the appraiser would fix it. But they were flabbergasted when the banker told them their appraisers were outsourced from another company and she wasn't allowed to communicate with them. Unfortunately, their experience is all too common. After the regulatory changes in 2010, it became more difficult and expensive for lenders to hire appraisers directly. As a result, they outsourced appraisal services to appraisal management companies, or what are known as AMCs. AMCs are essentially a middleman that builds an unnecessary barrier between the lender and the appraiser. And like most middlemen, AMCs take a substantial cut of the appraisal fee, leaving the appraiser with little motivation to take the additional steps that could result in a more accurate valuation. Why is this a problem? Well, for Tom and Rita, the AMC prevented them from fixing errors that caused their value to be artificially low. This lower value forced them to choose between a higher interest rate or coming to closing with $10,000 additional cash to cover the appraisal shortfall. Let's face it, appraisers are not infallible, but they should be more accountable. But Tom and Rita's story could have been very different. Introducing Homesite Mortgage. Homesite Mortgage is a consumer direct lender that does not use an AMC. Instead, we manage a panel of local appraisers familiar with your market. Although this is much more difficult and time-consuming for us, it almost always leads to a more accurate appraised value and a much more satisfied customer. So if you're in the market for a mortgage lender, be sure to ask them if they use an AMC, or do they go the extra mile like Homesite Mortgage and hire a panel of expert appraisers? The answer could save you thousands of dollars and a lot of unnecessary frustration. For appraisal peace of mind, call Homesite Mortgage at 877-948-4077.